En Afrique du Sud sévit depuis les années 70 un grand comédien satirique du nom de Pieter-Dirk Uys. Comique engagé, il lutta contre l'apartheid, son arme, l'humour. Son personnage phare s'appelle Evita Bezudenhout, en hommage à la rebelle Evita Peron. En 1994, il anime une émission de télévision où passent de nombreuses personnalités comme Nelson Mandela.
You are very generous. You have done a wonderful work too, and we are proud of you. And I mean it when I say you are one of my heroes.
L'apartheid enterré, pas question de rester inactif. Peter se bat pour promouvoir la démocratie, encourager les citoyens à voter. Puis la forte propagation du sida dans son pays l'incite à animer des conférences avec des enfants. Toujours avec humour, comme ici avec le prix Nobel de la paix, Desmond Tutu.
This is a totally democratic virus. This virus doesn't stand back for children or for Christians. This virus doesn't stand back for presidents or pop stars. This is one virus that at the moment has no cure. No specific cure, but it has care. Desmond Tutu proved one thing, that practice makes perfect. You practice humanity long enough, you become a pretty perfect human being. And you know, I love him more than anybody else in the world because Desmond Tutu was the first black person I did in my show. Because I never did black people in my show in the 1980s because I wasn't a black people. Until Desmond Tutu came to me and he said, "Why am I not in your show?" It's so much to do a man who wears a dress. Let us realize that we're free. And so let us pay tribute. Give us this day our antiretrovirus. And lead us not into denials and hypocrisies, but deliver us from this terrible genocide. Because in your hands alone lies the power to prevent AIDS from succeeding where apartheid failed. Forever and ever. Amen.
Nous avons rencontré Peter à Darling, une petite bourgade à 1 heure du Cap, sa ville de naissance. Il y a installé un cabaret et un musée de l'apartheid.
Well, you know, nothing was funny about apartheid. It was about death. It was very serious and very bad. But the hypocrisy among white South Africans of my class, of my generation, Afrikaans, Christian, decent, educated people who were allowing it to happen, thinking that they can't do anything about it, that became very funny in a bitter way. So I used humor as a weapon against people's fear. And I mean, if you just had, now of course, when the 12-year-old children say, "What does that sign mean, the whites only sign?" I tell them it was on a park bench. And they laugh. They say, "What do you mean that sign kept my parents from sitting on that bench because they're not white?" And I say, "Yes." And they say, "But that's crazy." And it's true. It was a very obscene, absurd situation, but very serious, and people died. But laughter was one way that people could confront that fear by being in charge, because they'd laughed at the absurdity of it. But laughter makes people listen, so it's a great weapon. It's my weapon of mass distraction.
He's so true. He's so true. What he says is absolutely true, because we grew up in that era, the era where the apartheid was, where we saw so much that we knew was wrong, but there was nothing we could do about it. And he actually, Mick, how would you put it? He sort of...
He's very subtle with these jokes.
Subtle, yeah.
Very subtle with these jokes. Yeah. And you've got to be pretty sharp to catch them. And we just found we probably on the same wavelengths, and we caught most of them, so it was very good. Excellent.
This man was our president for nearly 8 years. He decided the education of our children. He decided what will happen to your pension. And we don't actually take the trouble to find out where did the passion start and where did the corruption take over. I mean, this man is still important for South Africa. I still think we can use him. We should ask him, we should invite him, we should in fact appoint him as the South African ambassador to the United Nations. I mean, that's like home from home. He knows everybody by their first name. He even looks like Kofi Annan's son. Then we can call him Cappuccino Mbeki.
Zuma and Becky like your humor as Tutu and Mandela did?
No, no. Things have changed. Look, after the ANC took power, everybody we had incredible people in the government. They had 27 years to think. Thabo Mbeki, I think, was a very dangerous politician, and he showed how cold-blooded he could be. Yeah, he just wouldn't focus on it, and it was really didn't enjoy him at all. Zuma is a year in his presidency, and he's got a sense of humor and he's got a sense of charm. So, and of course, the shower, the cartoonist Zapiro, after Zuma went, said he had unprotected sex with a woman who was HIV positive, but afterwards they had a shower. Well, I mean, that's crap. And it's dangerous because now the kids say, well, we don't need condoms because we take a shower, because why would Jacob Zuma lie? So there's a lot of material there as well, and it's quite serious, but again, humor is a way to get people to listen and to make up their own minds.
Let's have a party. And I think most of us are having a party except English people. I saw David Beckham sit in the bus crying last night. I thought his wife had ran away, but no. Equal with Algeria. I don't think any of those English boys even knew where Algeria was. Because Britain never invaded Algeria.
I think that FIFA had abused from its position in South Africa, you know.
Well, I just think no. I don't think they abuse. They know what they want, and I think it's interesting how much they got. And I think lots of our politicians took money to look the other way, and it's a pity that we've lost our control of our country for these 4 weeks. But on the other hand, we have a lot of people coming here and enjoying the country. And now listen, there's one vuvuzela, you can hear it now, it's crazy. Really enjoying the country. And I think the most important thing is that we want to show the world that South Africa is okay. We've got problems like every country, and we've got things that need to be looked at, and we will. And I think it's very important that because the international media are here looking at the poverty, we see that on your news, and we think, is that really here? Oh, we better do something. It's funny how you actually see something clearer through other people's eyes. But FIFA gives me lots of material. I mean, Sepp Blatter is, I've said to a friend of mine, you can't make a cartoon about the Prophet Muhammad, but you can make a cartoon about the Prophet, P-R-O-F-I-T, Prophet. So we're having lots of fun. I think fun is important.
Sabay wajla sayay wajla yongane yaban